Hi guys, Anna Anders humbly here at forglobalpeace.com, peace activist, peace flag maker. I had to do some activist work here in corrupt, naughty, Illuminati, Cleveland, Ohio. Once upon a time, we had a missing family member, and they couldn't find Gina DeJesus, my cousin Nancy's daughter. They couldn't find her, and she was abducted, and they couldn't find her for 10 torturing years. And the funny thing is, Brian and Eric Poindexter's two brothers were driving directly behind Ariel Castro's car at the exact moment that he was abducting Gina. Funny thing is, Brian and Eric Poindexter called that license plate number in, Elliot C, capital letters. It was a vanity plate. They called that plate number in when the story broke, within 48 hours of Gina's abduction. So, they should really call the Cleveland abduction story the Cleveland obstruction story. So, the naughty Illuminati ones covered that up because they know what they got their hands into. And they know that they've been booting and looting and shooting up the planet. And shooting up the truth, too. And sabotaging the real truth. Genuine political truth. So, aho esquale kunaa. I'm burning some cedar and sage in my kitchen right now. This is the cedar here, and then the sage leaves, you can see them there. So, I'm Anna Anders. I'm really busy and dizzy these days. Got a lot going on in my life. I don't have a plate of life. I got a platter of life. God has a wonderful sense of humor. But what I want to say today is I want to catch myself up here to say, don't think for 1 minute, guys. I wanted to say Happy March. Happy March 1st, 2018. Happy March, marching in for protesting to, how do I say this? To talk about peace. The time is ripe. The time is ripe to talk about peace. The time is ripe to talk about exposing corruption and disruption of human life and human values, and also for supporting people's civil rights and civil liberties, you know, and our Constitution, the freedom of speech, the freedom to organize, the freedom to realize the real political lies that we all been fast-fed, kind of like fast-fed through the drive-through windows of fast food restaurants that don't want to feed homeless people or allow people to feed homeless people in fast food restaurants. I just saw a YouTube video where a young man, he filmed himself sitting in McDonald's in Miami, Florida, and what happened was he bought a homeless man some dinner, and he chose to eat his dinner right in McDonald's, and what happened was the McDonald's store manager called the loco popo on this young man buying dinner for this homeless man, and had the homeless man removed from the restaurant and banned. And then also the police got involved to tell this young man that he has to leave too. He asked for a refund on his food, and McDonald's refused to give the refund back. And the officer told the young man that he would have to take it up with corporate McDonald's. So people, be careful what entities you support these days, because honestly, you don't know it, but McDonald's Corporation has been involved financially in supporting these Middle East wars. So you got to do your homework and find out who exactly has been involved with all the naughty Illuminati cover-ups of corruption and disruption to human life and human values. I'm humbly Anna Anders here. I've experienced my own, how do I say this, injustices here recently. I was injured on the job. I developed cellulitis in my left leg. And, man, right off the bat, people were doubting, distrustful, even so distasteful to say, let me look at your leg. And I allowed them, in my naivety, I allowed them to look at my leg. You know, they're not my medical providers. And yet I had enough trust to allow my co-working professionals, supposedly, to look at my condition and stuff. But people, be careful whenever you get injured on the job, because these corporations, they only look out for their own good. They don't look out for their employees' highest goods. And what else do I want to say? Well, you got the McDonald's example, bad example, McDonald's. Behave yourself, McDonald's. Yeah, so these corporations think they can get away with hiring good apples and bad apples, and it's unacceptable when people have to be bullied, censored, sabotaged, threatened, harassed, threatened physically, called out of my name repeatedly, had multiple co-workers to witness these scenarios as well. And yeah, by an individual who did it not on just one occasion, but several occasions. And he was on drugs, doing drugs within the parking lot of the facility there. So I'm humbly Anna Anders, and what do I want to say today? Yeah, let's march into March with protesting and marching to expose the corruption and disruption of the naughty ones. So that's what I want to say today. I'm humbly Anna Anders, and I gotta go, and this is how I roll. Okay. I can't wait to start holding up these beautiful activist signs. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.